Good morning, Hank.
Good morning, Stephanie.
I love it. I always do the sing-songy thing in the morning. I don't know. It's a weird thing I do. I've always done it.
Well, that's okay. You have a singing voice.
That's
so
right.
That's that's
Sure.
a step in the right direction.
Thank you very much to MBR Cleaning and
Now, so you've got to turn it down this week.
It's always somebody. MBR Cleaning Services offering weekly, bi-weekly, and deep cleaning services. You can give them a call, 508-280-0605, online, mbrlandscaping.com. And since we're thinking spring, because the full worm moon is out there,
Yes.
they're also doing cleanups, spring cleanups, and getting the yard ready for some summer entertaining, which I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, we are. Well, I don't know how much entertaining we can do in the villages, but we'll see.
Hey, that's the perfect kind of entertaining because you've got like common areas, right?
Yes.
That they take care of for
Yes.
you.
Yep.
Which is awesome. Good morning, Gianna. Thanks for joining us. Cheers. Have a little caffeine with us and
Yes.
let's get this day going.
Right. Breakfast with Hank and Stephanie.
Right?
We're not serving you anything. but-
No. Well, it is National Cereal Day, Flapjack Day. There was a lot of breakfast foods day in there today.
Yep.
And that's why I shared that meme about Captain Crunch ripping the roof off of your mouth for 60 full years. I looked and I saw when it was first a product and it was 1963.
That long ago?
Yeah.
I'm not being rude. I'm not seeing the check.
So it's a full 60 years that we've had
Captain Crunch?
yucky Captain Crunch.
Seems just like yesterday.
Well, it's delicious, but once again, if you want to eat nails, it's probably about the same to your palate.
Oh,
Same palate experience.
there's a lot of those kind of cereals that I can't eat anymore.
Yeah, right.
You know, I'm down to like Honey Nut Cheerios.
I was never a cereal person. I know, not a hot take.
No.
I just never loved it.
Yeah. No, I was always good for cereal. I was always good.
I mean,
Except on weekends when my dad made breakfast.
so good.
Yeah.
And I'm really not a breakfast person. Morning person, not a breakfast person.
Oh, my dad was a bacon and eggs guy, and he could do it really well.
Cliff made me an omelet yesterday. He has perfected the omelet.
He has.
So I got a late morning omelet yesterday, which was my fuel for the day, which was nice.
What was in it?
Ham and onions. It was like a is that what it's called? A Tex-Mex or I don't know what it's called. It was delicious.
Okay, that's all that counts.
Ham and cheese, some onions and peppers,
There you go.
right?
Right, that's good.
It was delicious.
Little hot sauce.
No, I didn't even need it. It was just perfect. The way he has that hot skillet, I don't know what he does in there, but he's really worked on it.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, he does use every single dish we have in the house to cook anything. So there's that.
And then
is
he
it worth
immediate-
cleaning up after?
And then,
Fine.
like a good husband, he immediately cleans up.
Yeah. No. I feel like I posted a meme about that yesterday where there was every single pan and pot used in my house. He's a great little chef, but does not like to clean up after himself. And I'm the clean as you cook person, so there's not a mess ever. It's painful. So good morning. Thank you for joining us here on a Tuesday. We got the full moon. We talked about that. Did you see? And now we've got the time change coming up this weekend.
Saturday, right?
So, Saturday at 2 a.m. It's actually technically Sunday morning.
Does anyone really get up at 2 a.m.
Or
and
it
change
doesn't
their
take.
clocks?
Doesn't take if you don't do it.
Yeah.
I got to remember how to set my clock in my car. It's a new car too.
Mm-hmm.
But now since I've got the junkyard of cars that was,
Yeah.
I need to now figure and
Which one is
remember
which.
which one is which and how to change the times and all of them because that makes me crazy.
I don't think I changed it in my car before, so I'll be back in sync come Saturday.
I love you, Christy. Breakfast is the best. Look at you two. Are you watching side by side? How cute are you? Thanks for joining us this morning. So not only is the time change coming up, but did you see that they're trying to add another time zone to us, the lunar time zone?
No.
Because we're supposedly going to be having colonies on the moon.
Oh.
They're adding another time zone on the moon.
Oh.
And time passes differently on the moon. So
Yes.
now it's going to be the lunar time
The
zone.
lunar time zone.
So dumb.
And do we have to be in it, or can we just watch it from afar?
I'm not going to go there.
No.
Maybe my children will in fact visit the moon for a school vacation, spring break.
Spring break.
Look at Hank's on spring break. Look at him tearing it up in here. It's like
Rock
Girls
on.
Gone Wild.
Yeah. Spring break in Mashpee.
Woo!
You know, what I thought they were going to do was they were going to put us on the same time zone as like Nova Scotia.
Okay.
I thought that was talk at some point.
I thought we were just getting rid of daylight savings time altogether. What happened to that talk?
I seems to me,
Those talks
I
stale,
remember
stall.
legislation being passed and signing ceremonies and people saying we're not going to do it anymore, and
Here we are again.
we're doing it again.
Once again, if we just like to complain, because that's what we do here in New England.
Yes.
I said it's time to start complaining about the summer weather. I'm over complaining about winter. I meant it. I said it and I meant it.
But you know what? They'd like to complain elsewhere.
Yeah.
We are big fans. Our big vacation spot is Clearwater Beach in Florida. And there is one of those Clearwater Beach townie pages kind of thing where the moderator has said, enough, no more negative comments. I'm shutting you down. I'm shutting you off. Because there's been a little bit of red tide down there, and people who are thinking of coming, people who are thinking of coming to Clearwater on vacation are asking, and they're just asking it like every other post, I swear, should we come down? Should we cancel our vacation? And some people are being positive about it and just explaining it. And other people are just being negative. Oh, don't come. The red tide's deadly. They're picking dead fish off the beach. And by the way,
I wouldn't want to go.
and by the way, it's crowded anyway. All the GD kids, yada, yada, yada. And finally, just one moderator said, enough. Going to stop. We're not going to do that anymore.
That's it. We can't have nice things.
No. And even if you find a way to comment when you're commenting on someone else's post to slip something negative in, I'm going to cut you off too.
Good morning, Eva. That's usually what happens. That usually sparks a new townie page, though. Don't you know that?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Because then half of the people that complain revolt, and then they
Right.
get upset that their views are being stifled. So then they start a new townie page.
Right.
So this is what happened in Falmouth. There are about 6 Falmouth townie pages, and that's because these are the nice ones. These are the ones that you're allowed to say this at. These are the ones that don't care about what you say. And these are the ones that have been hacked and now just have Amazon jobs on them. So
Right. I mean, in Clearwater, the page is
Okay.
like Clearwater Beach is awesome. Clearwater Beach is cool. Come visit Clearwater Beach. And then they're dropping all these negative comments. And so, what, somebody going to start a page and say Clearwater Beach sucks?
I don't know. Darlene, I miss your face. Come visit us soon. Do you have any good townie pages in the Carolinas?
Oh, they must.
I know. Well, she's a Falmouth girl. She is relocated to North Carolina. And I saw your son. He's getting so big. Make them stop growing. Getting so old. Makes me sad. Makes me feel extra old.
No.
I don't
but
like
you're
it.
not- No. It's not old.
Oh,
We're getting older.
yes. Yeah.
We're not old.
I'm not loving that so much. But Isaiah looks so cute. Grandson, very cute. Also this weekend, Oscars. Do you care? Do you
No.
watch them?
No.
I go to Ted Murphy's house. He does have a little party there, and I'm going to make my Elvis inspired dish of peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
Yeah. Who's hosting it?
Ted Murphy.
Who's hosting the Oscars?
Oh, I don't know who's hosting this year.
Because sometimes and Mari will have it on, and sometimes I'll come in and I'll sit down and I'll watch whoever the host is. Is it Trevor Noah?
I don't know. Good morning.
He's hosting something coming up.
Danielle
Trevor
is in
Noah.
Florida. Danielle's also former Falmouth lady.
How are things in Florida, Danielle? Huh?
No Oscars for you, Eva.
I knew I liked Eva for a reason.
You're not having it. Well, I don't really pretend. I just go for the fun and the fanfare of going to my friend's house. It's just an excuse to get together.
Right.
And they have, different kinds of snacks
Yeah.
from all the different movies.
I think Mari has seen the Elvis movie. I'm not sure what else she's seen.
Oh, I saw the Elvis movie. I really liked it. It was extra long, but
yeah, I think she watched it on the plane going somewhere.
you guys are going away tonight.
Yes. We're having a little getaway.
Well, tell everybody about your getaway because it made me laugh because that's what happens when Cliff and I go away also. It's not like we're going away. We're just going to a different place.
Right. Well, we've got a free night that we have to use for one of the hotels in Boston. So we're going up to the seaport, and we're going to stay over, and we're going to have dinner and all of that. But I said to Steph before we went on, because you know what's going to happen. We're going to get up there, we're going to check in, and we're going to take a nap, and then we're going to get up and we're going to change. We're going to go to dinner. We're going to come back. And we're going to go to sleep.
That's all you do. You're
Because
going to
that's
do
about
what you
all we have.
normally do at home, just in a different place.
Right. That's about all we have energy for.
clean sheets. That's about it. That's honestly what I like is like fresh sheets and getting to a nice fresh bed
Right.
just for a few hours. Like that's like the most delightful nap I could ever have.
Yeah. I mean, and we haven't been up to the seaport to really hang out in a long time. And when I think about what the seaport up in Boston looks like now, my parents, particularly my dad, would be stunned. I mean, because
As to how beautiful it is.
that's how beautiful it is. Because back then, I mean, even when I was younger and when I was a kid, it was Pier 4 and Jimmy's Harborside, and that was about the quote unquote seaport. And now it's all these fabulous restaurants and chain hotels. Doesn't look anything like it did for many, 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 many years. If you were going to Pier 4, you knew something special was going on.
Yeah, yeah. And it is beautiful. I got to go to a boat cruise there this past summer, and it was absolutely stunning. Jimmy Kimmel is going to be hosting the Oscars.
Oh, okay.
So it might be worth a watch.
I'll
Good
watch
morning,
Jimmy.
Tom. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Whatever. One of my browsers just decided I'm not going to work anymore.
Just
and
done?
stopped. Yep. Thanks so much, Safari.
Must be the full moon.
I blame everything on the full moon. That damn worm moon. It's blocking everything I need to do today. So Hank and I are here on his spring break, which I feel blessed that you chose me this morning. I was having me and technology this week.
Yep.
We've just been fighting. I feel like everything I've tried to do has been just a process. And I have zero patience. I'm finding I have less and less patience.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to take a moment yesterday and give myself a timeout.
Oh, really? Then walk away?
I gave myself a timeout. I sat over there and I just kind of looked at the wall. Good morning, Wendy. And I removed myself from this area just for a hot second, just kind of sat there and didn't think about anything that I was working on for a solid 5 minutes. And it really worked. I got back. I gave myself permission to have my little temper tantrum.
Yep.
And then I got on, I finished the audio book that I've been editing. So I'm really excited that went off to the presses and Audible. So
Yep.
that's like a first for me. I'm really excited. So
Congratulations.
I know. And thank you. I'm very excited that Ayana over at Be Free Wellness gave me the opportunity to be
That's
able to
cool.
record that and put it all together. Yes, it was very, very long. Yes, it was arduous. I probably should have been editing all along while I was doing it. But I just got so excited and in the moment. And when you spend so many hours sitting at your desk doing one thing,
Yeah.
it gets stressful.
Yes.
So I know I just went on a super tangent yesterday, but all it was linking my Facebook page with my Instagram page for Lemonadio.
Uh-huh.
I've been trying to do this for 3 months.
Really?
3 months.
And just hasn't worked?
And it hasn't worked. And the whole reason why it's got to be .com or whatever, there was another human being out there that when they saw that I was starting this company, decided to make a fake Facebook page
Oh.
to block me from having it.
Oh, don't you just hate those people?
We all know those people that are like, I can't have it. It's like when you're growing up and you lick something because you didn't want your sibling to have it. That's kind of like what it was. I equated it to, but it's been nothing but a headache. So I finally figured out what the freaking problem was last night, that I didn't actually set up a password just for that website, just for my Instagram specifically.
Okay.
So I hit 2 buttons and all of a sudden they were linked and I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
But you have to think about what kind of a person goes out and looks and tries to find names and tie them up, sitting in their basement, no doubt,
Yes. Yes, there are plenty of those people out there.
hoping.
Ambulance chasers, lawyers that look for ways to,
Right.
start something where there need not be, companies that pick up debts that are old.
Yep.
There are people out there that
that do those things.
have made a career off the back of your just laziness, stupidity, or stuff that you didn't know about,
Right.
just to get you.
Talking about stupid, if that's the right word. I saw one of the dumbest commercials the other day.
Oh, I don't watch commercials, so tell me more.
This was on, I forget what channel it was on. The commercial was all about when you turn on your shower in the morning or whenever, the first blast or two of water contains all kinds of heebly-jeebly, gross, disgusting
Yuckies.
things. And the solution was not to just turn the water on and wait a minute. The solution was to buy this filter for your shower head.
Okay.
instead of just letting the water run? That's the obvious answer. If you're concerned about the stuff and the things in the water, just turn the shower on, let it run for 30 seconds. It gets all the nonsense out. But this was, just put a filter up there, and you won't have to worry about letting your shower run for 30 seconds.
Wow. I also edit the podcast for the Barnstable Water Department.
Yep.
And they say to have a bucket to collect that early water and reuse it for your houseplants because we are working on conservation.
Really?
So if you're so worried about it, you don't need the shower head at all. Put a bucket by your shower, collect it all, and then water your plants.
There you go.
You're welcome.
There you go. Oh, that's a better idea. And it won't cost $19.95.
That's it. You saved your yucky water for another purpose.
And if you act now, you can get 2 for $42.50.
The crap they try and sell you. It's great. Well, speaking of trying to sell you, have you seen there's always a market for something? Yep. I saw on eBay that Girl Scout cookies are going for $100 a box.
Yes,
Did we
I
talk
saw
about
that.
this? The
Yes.
raspberry special edition ones?
I saw that. And the Girl Scouts are very upset.
Yes. But have you ever wanted a box of cookies that much that you'd spend $100 on them in the other markets?
Nope.
No.
I mean, I love cookies, no question. But
Clearly,
no.
this body is made by cookies. But I'm not needing a $100 box of raspberry cookies. It's not happening.
Nope.
So, Hank, you are a sports expert. I saw a horrible situation happened at the game, but I didn't actually see it.
Yeah, Justin Turner from the Red Sox. He was with the Dodgers last year. The Red Sox picked him up. He's a good player. Got hit square on in the face yesterday during the game. Possible concussion. I think his wife said, I don't know, 15, 16 stitches. When they replayed it this morning on the morning news, they even said they gave it the old. Some of these images may be disturbing.
Yeah, because
before they shot. I mean,
I'm cringing thinking
square
about
on in the
it.
face. Yep.
I'm one of those people. Have you ever injured yourself and like relive the injury? Like it's a trauma situation. I have terrible knees. I've had knee surgery several times, and it's just the thought of I have a physical reaction when I see people in pain. It's upsetting to me.
Yeah.
I can't watch those shows like Jackass and all the stupid things where people hurt themselves or Ridiculousness or whatever that show is.
Right.
I can't. It upsets me so much. So he got drilled in the face.
Square on in the face, and he went down and he walked off the field, but there was a towel over his face. I'm sure he left a trail of.
That sucks because it's spring training. It's not like
Right.
you even get any like good credit for.
Right. And by the way, the Red Sox are undefeated in spring
Oh
training.
well, not God would.
We're either going to have a great season or it's going to be a total disaster.
And the games are going to be faster, right?
Gosh, the games because of the pitch clock.
Yay!
There was a game I think last week, Atlanta and somebody. There were like 24 hits and 12 runs and all kinds of things, and they played it in 2.5 hours.
All right, we like that. Good morning, Joe.
Which when I was a kid, how they used to play the games.
Let's
When I
go.
was a kid, here comes an old man story.
Oh boy.
When I was a kid, you could go to the Red Sox game the same day as the Boston Marathon, and the game would be over as the leaders of the Boston Marathon were running through Kenmore Square.
See, I like that.
That's how fast the games were. It was like a twofer. It was the greatest take-in. Go see the Red Sox and then go see the marathon. Don't do that anymore. Maybe we will now.
I like that. Let's go. Quicken it up because it gets really boring and I just lose interest. I really do. And I don't know whether they did that because of money or to keep butts in seats or to sell more things at Fenway or any of the other parks. I don't know. It's just, I'm glad you're quickening up the game.
Yeah, well, they're doing it for the younger generation.
Yeah, exactly, because they're bored too.
They're bored too.
And
I don't mind sitting there watching the game because I do other stuff, but it's tough.
And the World Baseball Classic is coming back today for the first time in 6 years. Okay, so I was just checking because you're the sports guy. I'm like, I don't know if this is exciting, if this is.
We don't care,
Okay.
but other countries care. The Hispanic countries care, and the Asian countries care. We don't.
But do we
don't
get
care.
players from those markets?
Yes, and no one plays a lot of players will play on their national team or their team of ethnic
Okay.
origin. So you'll have someone who is, born and raised in America, but they have a Colombian heritage. They're gonna go play for Colombia.
Oh.
Or they're Italian and they're gonna go play for Italy.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of
Do we ever find any superstars in these classics that were like, wow, that guy from the Dominican is the next David Ortiz. Let's get him.
I don't think very
I was
often.
just
if at all.
curious. So it's kind of like the Olympics, the baseball's version of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And what it does is it messes up spring training because everybody takes a week off and they go, and they go someplace else.
Some of the things before COVID should just stay gone. It's okay.
Right. And because
We
they're
didn't
playing
need
for
them.
and because they're playing for national pride, sometimes they'll do something stupid in the field to try to make a play, and then they injure themselves, and then they come back to their
Yeah. That's why we got rid of the Pro Bowl and made it a flag football game.
Exactly.
Smart.
You know what? I saw this morning as well. The fastest growing sport for young kids is flag football.
Yeah. Yep. My son plays. The spring league is coming up in Barnstable. Tim Luce, very good job. He organizes it. They have such a great. I've seen this league grow leaps and bounds. It's awesome. They've got a couple of tournaments. I dropped my son off and he played with all the kids from Barnstable and DY. They formed this hodgepodge team and they've got their little flag thing. But the Cape Cod War Dogs, they sent a team down to Florida.
Right.
And it's gaining a lot more traction in the flag football. You got to be faster and quicker.
Right. And the nice thing is the kids who couldn't play
No head injuries.
couldn't play high school football or Pop Warner football, they can play flag football.
Yeah. Yep. And it is definitely safer there. I like that a lot. So we don't really care about the World Classic then, but we do got football. And I did see that Tom Brady's not done yet. I saw a headline and I was like, I'm not even reading the story. I'm tired of you. Be retired or not. I'm tired of you.
Yeah, I don't know if that's media hype or if there's something behind it. But now, because the San Francisco 49ers really don't have a quarterback, and the San Francisco 49ers were Tom Brady's team when he was a kid, and Tom Brady's family lives out there, now everyone is thinking he's going to unretire yet again because he doesn't know
Kind of what to do with himself.
He doesn't know what to do. Sources close to Tom Brady are concerned
Okay.
that without football, he may not know what to do.
And without Giselle.
Well, without football and Giselle telling him what to do, except when he ignored Giselle when he shouldn't have.
Hey, she's coming back.
Play it
She's
again.
getting back in the market. Victoria's Secret. Here's another thing we really didn't need. The Victoria's Secret fashion show is coming back after a 4-year hiatus.
I thought that was gone.
No, that's coming back.
I
right?
thought that was inappropriate.
Right?
That somehow
The creepy guy that made Victoria's Secret, the fake story behind Victoria's Secret, now that we all know is dirty dirt, now we're going to bring it back. Whatever. They'll make money off of anything.
there was I went into a coffee shop the other day with Mariana, and there was a creepy guy in the coffee shop talking to all
Out
the
of
little
town everywhere.
talking to all the little kids,
Oh.
and I'm like, oh
Well, at least you were there, Papa.
yes, yes.
You were the detractor.
Yes, he looked at me and he said, "Oh, you have a very attractive girlfriend." And I went, "What?" And Mariana went like,
Yeah,
What?
right. Like, seriously, dude,
I
get
went-
out of my face, you weirdo.
"It's okay, honey."
Ugh. And you just pulled up something from Jared from Subway, so now I'm on this like tear.
Yeah,
is that a
there's
show
some kind of
on
a-
Hulu?
I don't know what it is.
Hulu, Netflix, Paramount Plus, HBO Max. Which one other show thing? I feel
don't-
like I do the list.
Yeah, I saw it on. I just saw it on my Facebook page. It's a post from one of my former students from way, way, way back when. And she said she was watching it. Do you know how old I am?
I saw your post.
I am this old.
How old are you, Hank?
I am this old. Someone who was a student of mine back when Dean College was Dean Junior College. His name is Joe Cortese. Has had a fabulous radio career. Is now on Magic 106.7.
He works for Odyssey, right?
Does the oldie show on Saturday night. His son, also named Joe Cortez, is now the weekend news anchor on Channel 12 in Providence.
Full circle,
I'm like, oh my God.
right? Look at you. You're raising third generation
Third
broadcasters.
generation. How did that happen?
I love it.
And Joe's a good dude, and I'm sure his son is as well.
That stuff makes me happy, though.
And Joe's had a wonderful career. We won't get into the inside radio stuff with you guys, but he's done some really cool stuff and worked for some really great radio stations. And Yeah, but his kid is like, wow.
Yeah, that's incredible. I love it. I'm excited for Lil Viva to don her radio show coming up. I'm like, when are you going to start, Lily? When are you going to start?
Oh yeah, Lily will
When is it
be
gonna
good.
Yeah, so I'm excited for her little teen angst on a Saturday night. So
I thought that was going to be something else on Saturday night. That was going to be kind of
risque.
Good
That's
word.
Friday night.
Oh, Friday night.
Friday night is risque night.
Oh, okay.
Saturday night is teen angst night.
Okay.
We have a lot of upcoming great shows.
Yeah, we do.
Including someone I might be sitting next to on a Saturday and Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
So
Actually, I want to talk. I've got an idea for Sunday morning.
all right. I'm down.
I've got an idea for Sunday morning. I have always loved Sunday morning radio. That eclectic mix of acoustic, unplugged, a little classic jazz, R&B. I just don't quite know how to piece it together because I'm not as good with the music as I used to be.
I'm excited for that.
But I would really
We're
like
here
to do
for
that.
you.
I would love to do that on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, and if you
Because you turn it on and then you go about your business. You do what you want to do, and you've got this nice music background. So we're gonna have to talk about that.
I like that. If you have any suggestions for Lemonade or stuff that you're like, I really want to hear this, please send us an email. Call us. Our number is 855-9-LEMONS. You can leave a message anytime, day or night. You can complain. You can sing us a song. You can be part of the show. However in which you would like to share with us, we would love for you to share with us.
Can't guarantee that if you complain, anybody's going to listen.
No, I can't help you there.
No.
Serafina, good morning. Thanks for checking in. And good morning, Miss Mari. Thank you for giving me the cleanup guy. He is on the job. I appreciate it very much.
Like I said, she's got a guy. Things like that, Mari's got a guy.
My husband has 4,000 tasks, and he, like me, gets a little squirrely. I start on this one line of thing, and then all the other things get thrown by the wayside. So here he was painting trim yesterday. I'm like, that is not your lane. You can't even lift your arm above your head. No. Get down from there. We got a guy.
And Mari's got a guy who can help you with that too.
Exactly. But there's some stuff that we just need dealt with as we're, changing some things around here. And we need a guy. I should have my 14-year-old be that guy, but he can't even clean his own bedroom. So there's that.
That's probably
That's a parenting fail.
That's
on
probably
my behalf.
No. It's not a parenting fail.
Like-
No, they just don't.
The amount of laundry baskets, I wondered where my laundry basket just disappeared to.
They're in his room.
There's like 7 of them in there. 7 of them stacked.
So he just recycles the dirty clothes.
I don't even know what he does in there.
He goes back to the oldest basket and says, well, I haven't worn this in 2 weeks. It must be okay.
I don't even think he wears them. I think he just washes them and stacks them up, and then they get mixed with dirty and clean, and then I'm starting all over again. I've laundered things in his room that were folded.
Wow. It happens.
I can't.
Because they don't put them away.
I know. So I've got to work on some more skill building.
Yep. Right. I love Mariana,
systems.
and we all kind of pitch in and do the laundry. I don't mind. I'm a little uncomfortable folding my granddaughter's laundry, but I will do that.
Right.
And I'll bring it into her room and put it on the bed. But I won't put it in the bureau. I just have this thing about I'm her grandfather.
Right. You
I
put it
shouldn't
away.
be going into her bureau.
Correct.
Putting her. It just,
I like that you said bureau and not drawers because I appreciate that. Also, your wife exclaimed, I got guys. And I loved it.
I got guys. She doesn't have just me,
Yay!
folks. She's got guys.
She's got guys. I loved it.
And she's got guys who know guys.
Speaking of guys who know guys, I just saw this story about a 41-year-old teacher that retired because her teacher's salary was $51,000 a year, and she's making $60,000 a year on OnlyFans. So I just was throwing it out there since we were talking about risque programming.
And what is she doing on OnlyFans?
I don't know. I didn't look. I like to just keep it above the neck.
Is it her like students who are?
I don't know. I didn't look, but I thought it was pretty cool that, she's only 41 and now she's got her new career. How long it's going to last, I don't know.
Okay, this is not to be sexist. Does she look like someone who would have a successful OnlyFans page?
I don't know. I didn't even look at her. I just read the story.
Okay.
That's the beauty of doing my job. I can jump in as much as I want to and then not have to look at the rest of it. I like to just talk about the fun thing that could be with the story, not necessarily the actual full story, because sometimes that's not fun.
Right.
Sometimes there are feelings involved. Sometimes it gets weird.
Yep.
And sometimes I just like to talk about what could be if
Right.
this was just all we knew.
Right.
Let's use our brains.
Yes.
Let's go to Imagination Town. I live there.
Yep.
It's fun.
All right.
It does. Speaking of fun,
Speaking of fun, she's on. Look at this segue,
I'm on fire today, Hank. I've been waiting for you all morning.
Oh boy.
So you know how I work at Thurwood Place, and yes. So I really enjoy the old folks. They make my heart happy. They're funny.
Right.
They don't care anymore, so they say whatever is on their mind.
Yes.
Which is kind of like me.
One of the good things about getting older.
We really get along. It's great. And I saw this TikTok video of an old folks home that they recreated the Super Bowl. And it was so viral and so funny that Jay-Z ended up sending 100 roses to this elder home.
Really?
And all the people in it are just so excited. They're so invigorating. Their spirit is lifted. They feel like they're current. They feel like and they are. You're in the news. You're part of society. One of the ladies, 87-year-old Gladys, said, "I just feel like I'm 16 again."
Oh, that's great.
And I loved it. I thought that was so super good. So there are positive things coming out of TikTok.
Right.
I just wanted to throw that out there because I loved it. And when you can uplift the spirit of someone who really is over everything.
Yeah. Then there's that drinking thing that's apparently popular on TikTok.
That's the downward.
Folks are getting really concerned about. There was I guess out at UMass Amherst, a bunch of kids did whatever this drinking thing is, and there were all kinds of problems.
Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Laura. We have, since the beginning of time, made Jungle Juice. I don't know why you changed the name of it and call it a Borg, and then all of a sudden it's scary. It's not our fault they don't know how to drink. Grow up.
Grow up, right.
If you're going to be drinking those Pearl Harbors of disgust, you should know what comes along with that. That is college and binge drinking and moronic behavior has been around since
Forever.
the beginning of time.
That's right. And you're right, we all did it. We all drank stupid and
it was just a different name. They had that lean where they were throwing in Robitussin in there for a little while.
Right.
Like these people, they're gonna, if they can get high off of it, they're gonna find it.
and then they're going to regret it the next day when they wake up and their head's the size of the Atlantic Ocean.
It's what people have been doing. It's horrible. Don, I'm popular. And good morning, Doreen. Thank everybody for joining us this morning. Hank and Stephanie, we should probably go on the radio.
Okay.
And
be right back, folks.
I know, right? I haven't had a chance to talk with anybody about Skinnerd.
Oh, my gosh. He was the one who had a heart attack. Oh.
Yeah, tell me on the air.
Yep.
You can find us, lemonadio.com. Download the app, Roku TV. Alexa, play Lemonadio Radio. Oh, we got to get rid of this Al Stewart song. I'm over it.
What is it?
Cape Cod's Alternative. We are Lemonadio. Hank and Stephanie. It's time for our celebrity roundup. And I saw the final Lynyrd Skynyrd member has passed away.
Yeah, he was only 71.
He wasn't that old.
No, he was. A couple years ago, we had tickets to see Lynyrd Skynyrd at the Tent, and he had a heart attack, and they didn't play at the Tent. And a few months later, we were out in Reno Tahoe on vacation, and they were playing at the hotel we were staying at, and he was, back in shape again and playing again. But that's Rosington, right?
Yeah. Yep. The final Lynyrd Skynyrd member passing away at 71 years old. Not that they ever looked like the bastion of health.
No.
But I mean, we're still wondering how what's-his-face from the Rolling Stones is still alive. So,
Mick Jagger?
Any of them.
Oh, Charlie Watt. No. Keith.
Right.
Keith Richards. Oh,
right.
yeah.
He looked like he was half dead in the 60s. So.
Oh, he's mummified.
He's pickled.
There you go. Well, yes, I'm sure. Yes, he is. That's a good word. He's pickled.
That's it. That's how he put that jar on the on the shelf.
He's your grandfather when you ask him, Grandpa, how do you live so long? Shot of whiskey every day.
Exactly. There is something. Just a shot, not a whole Borg of it, for crying out loud.
No.
We're not going to get into that. However,
Stupid kids.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Stupid kids is right. Hank and I will be down here talking about stupid kids all you want and listening to 1180. Stupid kids.
Stupid kids.
We were those. We were those.
Of course we were.
Don, we watched the documentary last night.
On what?
I know, Don, which documentary
Which
did
documentary?
you watch? And good morning, Jackie. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hope everything's going well, Jackie.
I saw that there was a couple, Brittany and Frankie Alba. And I was like, are they famous? No. They're going to be famous for probably ripping out every last hair on their head because they've had 2 sets of twins in the last 13 months.
Oh.
You want to talk? This is Irish twins.
Yeah, I was going to say, can I make a suggestion, guys? Stop.
Netflix, Hulu.
Absolutely. Yeah, but stop with the baby making, okay? You're done. You're good. You've had enough.
And I am not the one that is presuming to talk about your reproductive health. However, there are things that can stop that. Unless you live in California. California is saying no more to Walgreens because of that situation. So I don't know what's going on in California. I think they have to worry about digging their people out from their ice storms.
Oh, my gosh.
And everything that's going on in Northern California. Thank you, Don.
It's crazy. There's a place in California that when we go to Reno Tahoe, we go over the line. It's a little town called Truckee.
Why do I know that? It's famous for something.
It's famous for something, but it's a nice little town, a nice downtown, and restaurants and shops, and kind of it's really cool. They had 100. I saw some pictures last week. They had 100 inches of snow, and they showed pictures of the downtown.
No.
And these folks, the folks who live in Nevada, up by Lake Tahoe and out all through there, they know how to handle a lot of snow. But I think this is even a little too much for them.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They don't even have plows that can save some of these people. Some of them are just stuck in their homes, and that sounds awful.
Right.
You complained about COVID. This is really stuck in your homes, like really.
Because it was kind of unexpected that there was this much. And I'm sure they all figured, it snows up here, 20, 30 inches. We got this.
Right? No, you don't have that.
Right. And the tourists are coming, and they're going to ski, and they're going to spend money, and we're going to be able to take the summer off. But no. Mm-mm. It's hard. It's hard out there. And even the Hollywood sign had snow on it, for crying out loud.
It was far the distance, but it did look very pretty.
Yes.
I like checking it out. I did.
Yeah. I didn't read the whole thing, but there's an article about how we can expect, as if it hasn't started already, very severe changes in the weather patterns now. That where it's been warm, it's going to be a little colder.
Yep. We've had a weird mild winter.
Where it's been colder, it's going to trend towards more warmer. So I don't know.
Boo. We'll just have to move about again. That's
Right.
what everybody resituates in
Right.
Florida. All the Floridians have to go further south.
Okay. So, Dawn, you watched it on Netflix, but what did you watch?
If I leave here tomorrow.
She said she watched the
If I
documentary.
leave here tomorrow, I didn't see that. Oh,
what is it? I don't know.
Is the Jared thing?
Oh, I don't know if the Jared. No.
Oh, the Leonard Skinner documentary.
Oh, the Leonard Skinner thing. Okay. Oh, good.
Oh, okay. We've all put it together. I was like,
All
wait
right.
a minute, what?
If I leave. Okay. And that's a Leonard Skinner song, right?
Yes,
Or it's the
yes.
first couple of lines in a Leonard Skinner song.
Yes. All right, good.
If I leave here tomorrow.
I was like, I only got half the story.
No.
So it is Tuesday. I am going to be out at Shipwreck tonight. We've got trivia, and that's from 7 to 8:30, which we have a really good time with. I've got to write the trivia this afternoon, and it's always. I had a really good time last week with the regulars because they feel like they know what's going to happen, and then they'll study.
They'll study.
They'll study because I have different rounds,
Yep.
and I sometimes will do it this day in history, or I'll do questions around whatever thing it was. So there was a Mardi Gras, and they studied all their Mardi Gras facts, but I did Marty, famous Martins, and then I did Gras, which means fat. So
Yep.
I did, just different kinds of things like what is foie gras and fun
Yep.
stuff like that. So threw them all off their game, but I'm trying to keep their brains working, and we do have a fun time. So that's Shipwreck tonight from 7 to 8:30.
We hadn't been to Shipwreck until we caught up with you a couple of weeks ago. It's a really cool spot.
They did a great job with all the windows, right?
Yeah.
because now you can just see the ocean. They've got a cam in the summer that you can watch whatever is happening oceanside and beachfront.
Mm-hmm.
And they're making that a fun little corner. They're putting in a corner store right next door and making that the block.
Yeah, but in the summer,
block.
but in the summer, we'll never get near it. So go now.
Well, you can if you run the Falmouth Road Race. You can just run to the end there.
Right. But that place is jamming. We've been across the street at the casino, now Sopranos, and you can't get in Shipwreck in the summertime.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's such a hot spot.
Limited parking unless you want to walk around the Heights, which that's fine.
Yes.
You can always park at Walmart and walk on down. It's a nice 3-mile walk.
Right.
I've done it. I've done it in the Falmouth Road Race. You got to park somewhere.
Right. And
so then you get bussed down to Woods Hole, then they drop you off in Falmouth Heights, and then you got to walk back to your car, which is the most painful.
Yeah.
Especially since when you're training for the Falmouth Road Race, you're training to just get through the road race.
Now, you did the Falmouth Road Race, did you?
10 times. 10. Even pregnant. Never again.
Never again?
I'm good.
That was the last one?
Well, the last one I broke my foot. And so I was the last person to cross the finish line. The very last one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that feels like? 12,000 people there. Everybody's cheering.
Yeah.
They want to end the race. They went and got the medics, and the medics sat there, and I was like, no, I'm finishing. And I finished to the point where Ted Murphy's sister stopped me at, I think it was the opening when Bad Martha was opening.
Yep.
And she had come over and she's like, we were all there cheering you on. And you actually sparked a fun little prize. The last person to finish the road race. And I was like, I don't want that. Actually, I do want that trophy.
Yes.
I want it.
Is it named after you?
It.
Is it named after you?
That's
The Stephanie in the Morning Trophy.
Final.
For the biggest loser, the Stephanie in the Morning Trophy goes to.
But I finished it with a broken foot, and I don't care.
There you go. Look, that's more than what many of us have done.
And I was in a boot for a solid year after that.
Really?
So, yeah, I think my running days are done.
Yeah.
I like to just get on my Peloton, slowly cycle,
Right.
smile, nod. Have my butt hurt, but it's fine. We can't have everything, Hank.
No, but we can try.
Exactly. So what do you have Cape Cod dining around in town and everywhere else?
Dining at home and everywhere else. I don't think we have a contest going right now. But we've seen some really, really nice recipes. People, it's funny. I joke about.
He's got a food page, and you should follow it.
Food page.
If you ever get bored with your food, which is me every day.
Yes, it's very good food porn. That's what they've started to refer to people who take pictures of their food and put it up for people to oogle at. It's food porn, and the food porn is really good, and the recipes are really good, and people are just really friendly and nice, and. You see something somebody's made, you want to know how to make it, they'll be more than happy to tell you. If you don't know what to make, if you're at the point where it's getting to be March and I can't use the grill yet, what can I do? Throw it out there, and you're going to get all kinds of suggestions. People are great. We're almost to 5,000 members.
That's exciting. Cliff did Korean barbecue last night. It was delicious. Thank you, Christiana, for giving us the recipe. She does the best Korean barbecue. But she gave us a knockoff for when she's lazy, and that's what she uses. And we tried that last night, and my husband's like, she gave up the goods.
Yep.
Now we got it. It's not obviously as good as Christiana's, but
it
filled the gap when I don't have my friend or the grill.
Right.
Because I don't feel like going out there right now.
Right.
And my backyard
soon.
looks disgusting, so I don't even want to go out there. So thank you for the guy, Mari.
Yep.
I'll eventually get there.
Yep.
Anything else you want to talk about before we go today?
Gosh, I don't know. I don't think so. It's spring break, so it's kind of
right. His brain's off.
It's kind of quiet, brain's off, and I'm thinking about what I'm going to do on for Lemon Radio in terms of music and stuff, and it's going to be a very thoughtful, low key kind of week.
Well, I'm looking forward to planning a vacation because I absolutely need one, even if it's like 3 days away, like not an overnight like you're doing. Like I need an actual 4-day reset of some sort to go somewhere else.
Where would you go?
I don't even care. I don't even care if I looked at like the cheapy flights and took a $50 flight to somewhere in middle America. Like I really don't care. Somewhere where thank you, Serafina, for giving me this idea. So she was like, just find a cheapy flight somewhere you've never been, somewhere that has, a museum about the largest ball of string, whatever it is, and just randomly go there. because you wouldn't have gone there. So I was planning that. Nothing extravagant.
Someplace warmer.
Right. Well, I saw the story. Before we leave, let's talk about this poor couple.
Yes.
They're actually suing the company that took them out in Hawaii.
Yes.
They're out there. They're on this Hawaiian scuba diving adventure. Well, a storm rolls in.
Yeah.
And the boat leaves them
Leaves them?
out at sea scuba diving. The boat went and
What the?
headed for the hills. The couple suing for $5 million.
Yeah, I would.
I would have. I don't even know. I would have died.
How did they get back?
Just died.
How did they get back?
I don't know how they stayed alive, how they managed to get themselves back, how I have no idea. I didn't read the whole story once again. I just read the headline and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. But they left them out there scuba diving.
Wouldn't
I don't
you
think 5 million cuts it.
wouldn't you count like, okay, let's take a head count, let's see who I mean, even some of the dum-dums on Below Deck would at least count to make sure
Right?
we have everybody
You
before
just
we take
left
off.
them out there? No.
Do you watch Below Deck?
I do. I watch Below Deck because my gynecologist was on Below Deck.
Okay.
There are so many jokes
We got
to
a
be
story
had here.
We got a story. Oh my God. Oh my God.
She really was. Dr. Leone, you know you were.
She was Below Deck. And what happened when the doctor went below deck?
That was the only reason why I checked out the show, because somebody had told me she was on there.
Yes.
And I like know her outside of the clinical world.
Yes.
But also, I never put it together. There's a whole group of gynecologists. It was her and all
No.
her friends. And now that's even better that I never, ever saw how that was funny.
And how did she happen to get on this show?
She's got good friends, apparently, rich ones that have yachts. I don't know. I need to get better friends.
Wow.
It wasn't like it was centered around her. She wasn't any of the crew or anything.
Oh, she was one
no,
of the
she was
guests.
just on the yacht.
Right. You know, someone's sitting there saying,
But it makes it even funnier.
another Chardonnay, please.
There's a group of gynecologists on the yacht for Below Deck. Good morning, Lauren. Lauren's calling us. She said, good morning, legends. I agree.
Why, thank you very much.
And hey, Loomis, I'm really excited to hear some of the new tunes.
Loomis, whatever you do, don't write a song about this.
Oh, he absolutely will. And we were talking about some fun ones that he's got coming up for Patty's Day and beyond. And I got to give him a huge shout out. I had somebody come that was supposed to be my co-host
Yes.
on Sunday over at Knockabout.
Yeah.
Well, I was blown off.
Oh.
But what amazing gift. Somebody left 2 cardboard cutouts, one of Bono and one of Liam Neeson. So Loomis positioned each of these cardboard cutouts and moved the microphone out of sight.
Yeah.
And then was the voice of Liam Neeson and Bono for me. So it was absolutely hysterical. I don't even care if one person watched it. It was the most enjoyable few 20 minutes I've had in a day in a really long time, having just conversations with Bono and Liam Neeson. It was fabulous. So thank you, Loomis.
Wow. But seriously, Loomis, no song, please.
The gynecologist Below Deck. And with that, we will talk to you next week.
Oh, bye, folks.
For Hank and Stephanie.